Hi, so this is a tutorial for or guide for The Beast Inside. This is the chapter 7 and
How am I supposed to go home?
it's the new strat from the end of 2022 that has been found. I'll keep up the old tutorial because there's a lot of difficult jumps, and if you are a new runner, stick to the old route. You will get more runs going, and that's much better for you than resetting over this. So you want to do the start just as regular. You should already know this if you ever ran the game.
There's a map lying there.
So you pick up the lever, go to the bridge. Use the lever and get it to the angle where you can walk over it, but not too low angle, otherwise it will get you stuck. If you're risking with a bit higher angles, you want to be on the left side where you can still access the wheel, otherwise it will just get you stuck in the middle and you cannot move anywhere. And before you get to the mine, you just don't do anything special. It's just the same as in regular playthrough.
They're really hanging here. Someone actually did murder these people and leave their bodies here in this fucking godforsaken place where Emma and I just happened to move. Fuck. I'd better hurry. Emma's on her own back there.
You don't want to enter the mine, don't make the game render any other parts of the map. You want to jump on the rock and do a simple crouch jump on the roof, and then you want to crouch jump on this, but you want to let go of the crouch as soon as possible so that it doesn't get you stuck. If you do it incorrectly, you will just be crouching here, and you can still do it, it's just gonna be slower. And you want to hug the left side of the wall. If you go too much to the right, you will fall down into a pit that has a tree. If there is a tree, you have to reload the checkpoint, which gets you to the breaker bridge or stone bridge. And if you fall a bit later, then it will slide you into a hole that you can get out of, but it's a bit hard. So here you want to get quite close to it. You don't have to worry about, like, you can close the distance a lot, and it's pretty easy to do a crouch jump here on this, but sometimes you can fall down, the game can eat your inputs, it likes to do that. So you can end up falling here, and as you can see, my screen is shaking a lot. To fix that, you can crouch a few times, and that will allow you to jump at some point. So you always crouch, uncrouch, and then try jumping forward. And once you're in this state, you just get 2 jumps, like towards here, and you want to jump back on this, but don't go to the right side, go on the left edge and do a simple crouch jump, and you should be back here for a second attempt. Now, to jump on this, you can just do a regular jump. If you want a little bit of help, do a crouch jump, but it's not necessary. But as you fall down on the tree, angle yourself towards it so that you don't fall down. You can get as high as you want, just be sure to jump like enough so that you don't fall down, and so that you don't get fall animation as well. So something in the middle. Now you do a crouch jump on this, and you will go here where you see this little hole in the wall, and there's this one rock where I like to stand, and you will just run forward and jump and you can hold D to stick to the wall. And as you get here, you just want to run forward, and before you start falling, you want to hold D so that you slide down here. Otherwise you would have to walk around or get fall animation. The fall animation is still faster than walking around because that's very slow, but you ideally want to do the slide as I did. And there is kind of a straight path. These trees are, you can just walk through them. These trees obviously aren't, these are solid. And you want to walk until you get to this rock. Don't go over it, but to the left side. This will create a more straight path to the point where we want to go. The current world record goes to the top and jumps down, which just loses you time by giving you the fall animation, and the path is also a bit more bit less linear. You want to drop on this and go on the roof, and from the middle of the roof you want to jump about here to the left side of the log, and it's gonna be a crouch jump. And try to stick to the left side of that until you fall. And you can see this black dot, so you want to align with that. Don't go any further, and you want to jump towards the tree but a little bit to the right, and then walk towards the tree directly. Then you will fall down, and as you fall down you want to go around this from the right side like this, and then you walk towards this plant. Great. And you will hit an invisible wall. So you hit this invisible wall, you want to go to the left until you start feeling this corner. If you go a little bit more to the right, you will fall down. This is very tight. You want to jump towards the left side. I like to hold my A key as well to align myself a bit more, and aim a little bit to the left. So I'll run and do a crouch jump to the left while holding W and A. And now that you are on this ledge, it's invisible, you run straight. And as you see this rock, you turn left and fall down. Don't be confused with the rock that's here. There's a similar rock somewhere. It has to be this one, otherwise you will get stuck in this part of the river. Now you walk here. There's this tree and these rocks which you walk on, and you want to jump on this. Shouldn't be hard, but it needs you to go a little bit, like you can hold A and W again, or you can just strafe. If you fail this, don't go here, because there's an invisible wall, so always go around the tree. And just try to do this jump. It's a little bit precise, but there's probably no setup that you can do. It's just that it slides a lot. You have to kind of angle yourself well. And obviously it's a crouch jump. Now here you can just go directly to the river, but you will get stuck on some rocks, so I like to actually crouch jump on this from the left side. That's much easier, and then go here. Then otherwise there's two rocks that you can get stuck on. And when you get to this, don't worry, you cannot fall anywhere except this place, but you can easily get out of it. It's gonna be a little bit confusing because there's a lot of things, a lot of trees that are blocking your view. So here, there's about in this height, there's like an invisible wall here, and you want to jump on it, but as soon as you land with your jump, you want to start spamming the space key. You don't even have to make a crouch jump, it's just a regular jump. You can make it easier by doing the crouch jump, but it also needs you to cancel the C as soon as you can, so that's a little bit hard and it can get you stuck. If I just press C and uncrouch, this will get me into a state where I cannot jump, I'm stuck in this. You can sometimes save it by trying to jump forward, into the right, backwards, and as the last direction you can try to the left. The reason why you try it as the last one is because it will often do this and it will just kick you out of the air. And if you get on it and crouch again, you'll fall. That's why you don't want to actually do a crouch jump here too much, but if it helps you, then you can definitely do it. I like to aim somewhere here and just stand on this silver part of the rock, aim about here, and just spam the space button, and sometimes it works. This almost works actually. A little bit more to the right, I guess. It's quite precise. It needs you to land properly, and once you get another jump in the air, you are pretty much safe and you'll get it. But this is probably the least consistent jump in the game, so it's also why this whole thing is so hard to do. So I'll keep jumping here for a bit because it takes me some time. It's a bit hard. Yeah. You can try other angles. It's about experimentation, but usually for me something like this works. And you can just try, like this is trial and error, so you just try changing the angles a little bit until you get the proper one. It also depends on where you start the jump from. This was actually with a crouch, but yeah, once you get some jumps going, you will just jump over that. So you have the option of just doing a regular jump or do a crouch jump, which you cancel quite early, and obviously spam space while doing that. So it's a bit hard, but if you get it like in this amount of tries, it's gonna be faster than doing the chapter normal. You just follow this path. Don't fall on the wooden railing because you'll get fall animation. And you just follow this path. There's a log here, and there's not gonna be anything more difficult than this, so you cut the right one. You should have the knife even if you didn't pick it up before. Jump on this rock and jump over that with a crouch. Then go to the left side. It will slow you down a bit, don't worry about that. And aim towards the letter and spam click it. And you'll get the animation and you'll get to the end of the chapter. I'm not sure how much faster this is, but it will depend on the execution a lot. Obviously I don't really recommend it because if you're a new player, then it's gonna just give you a lot of resets, but if you are a player who wants to get good runs and wants to possibly beat the records, then this is for you and you should do it. But you can get a pretty solid run even without this trick. So yeah, this is probably the hardest strat in the game so far. There has been a harder one before in the chapter 10, but it's no longer being used, so now this is the hardest one. And if you feel like it, if you think your skill is high enough, then definitely switch to this route. That's going to be it from me, and good luck with your runs.